Is that the bonus, the good bonus? Is that the growth? What is it you look forward to stay? So today we are going to see the tallest building of San Francisco and life at Salesforce with a lot of free snacks.
The best part of San Francisco is really the views from the tower.
Yeah, 1 crore at Salesforce in India is not rare, I'll say. Very good morning everyone from San Francisco. I am so excited to spend 1 week with Ariander in San Francisco and see a life of a Silicon Valley engineer. यहाँ पे within 1 block there is Trader Joe's, right?
वो सबसे अच्छी बात है और भी काफी सारी चीजें
है
सिर्फ ट्रेलर जोन के पैसे
और जिम हर चीज नीचे और न्यूयॉर्क सिटी जैसी लाइफ है, राइट?
मैं कह उतना
नहीं है, उतने अच्छे नहीं है, पर
रिलेटिव टू अदर यूएस सिटीज काफी अच्छा है,
काफी अच्छा है। यस, एब्सोल्युटली। अब आज हम देखेंगे Salesforce का ऑफिस एंड लेट्स सी हाउ ब्यूटीफुल इट इज। एंड दिस इज द सेम रोड जहाँ पे आपको पता है, आपने माय नेम इज खान देखी है?
नहीं
देखिए। अच्छा
अच्छा उसमें क्या है?
वो वहाँ पे वो टॉप पे पहाड़ पे लेके जाता है इसी रोड से। एंड हाँ, शाहरुख खान लेके जाते हैं and like and then shows the clouds which are magical at 8 AM 7 AM। तो वो बस आ गई हमारी। ये
बस को मत फिल्म करो भाई, बस उल्टी गंदी है।
बस उल्टी चल रही है?
नहीं बस गंदी है।
ये फ्री जाती है भाई बस ऑफिस। Okay, so finally made it to our bus stop, and San Francisco public transport is not that bad because city बहुत छोटी है, 7 mile by 7 mile, and less than 1 million population, around 7 lakh people live here, so it's not too bad.
Why? ये कितने हैं? For example, दिल्ली की पॉपुलेशन कितनी है?
दिल्ली की 30 मिलियन।
30 मिलियन।
हाँ, तो वही तो फर्क है।
यहाँ की 1 मिलियन भी नहीं।
हाँ, और ये बस इलेक्ट्रिक है, अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है। और वो Salesforce का ऑफिस, वाओ।
एक्सपीरियंस को बहुत ही ज़्यादा भरोसा।
हाँ, ईवी का एक्सपीरियंस कार में तो बहुत ही घटिया था। This is Ariander's desk, दोस्तों, and that's mine for now. It's amazing, and we are on the security side. It's beautiful यार, व्यूज कितने कमाल के हैं भाई। So दोस्तों, we got the ice matcha, free coffee यहाँ पे, मतलब free matcha tea। यार क्या बात है यार, this is so good। ये शुगर भी कम डालते हैं ना, Starbucks से कम है। नाइस, Starbucks तो इसके सिरप में शुगर डालते हैं। So now दोस्तों, we are in Salesforce Park। यार क्या वाइब है यहाँ पे। So अरिंदर,
नहीं हो रहा कि आपको किसी ने रेकमेंड कैसे नहीं किया अभी तक?
मुझे किया भाई,
किया लोगों ने?
हाँ किया है। Arinder, your favorite part of working at Salesforce is matcha or something else?
नहीं भाई, लोग obviously।
Oh nice, man.
Good time।
Absolutely, yeah. The people are so friendly here. I met some engineers here, cybersecurity experts. Got to learn a lot.
Oh yeah, very experts। They're experts।
Amazing, yeah. That's the Salesforce amphitheater, and that is the Facebook headquarters as well, the Batman building. हाँ, मतलब San Francisco office, yeah. Headquarters तो Sunnyvale में है, पर हाँ, तो हम Menlo Park पे वो है, and that is the Batman building, and this space is actually shared with the Meta's building, and आपको पता है कि पूरे वेस्ट कोस्ट की, बियॉन्ड शिकागो की, शिकागो इंक्लूड करके,
नहीं भाई, शिकागो में लंबी बिल्डिंग है। शिकागो के वेस्ट अगर जाओ तो
सबसे टॉलेस्ट बिल्डिंग
टॉलेस्ट यही है मेरे ख्याल में।
वाओ।
पर क्योंकि यूएस में सारी जो टॉल बिल्डिंग है ईस्ट कोस्ट पे है। फॉर एग्जांपल न्यूयॉर्क सिटी में देखो,
करेक्ट
भरा पड़ा है भाई, मतलब
हाँ, तब
वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर और ये सब,
तभी व्यूज बेस्ट है ऑल ओवर वेस्ट कोस्ट में यहाँ पे।
ये तो है काफी अच्छा,
बहुत अच्छे व्यूज है। अच्छा, गोंडोला से भी आप ऊपर?
जी,
गोंडोला गोंडोला, वाओ। गोंडोला से भी आप ऊपर जा सकते हो टू द पार्क, एंड दिस पार्क इज शेयर्ड बाय मेटा। वो मेटा ऊपर, दैट इज मेटा एंड Salesforce। Amazing. This is the Ohana floor, 61st floor. So this is the view, guys, from 61st floor. यार वाओ, we are on top of the whole west coast. शिकागो के बियॉन्ड सबसे ज्यादा ऊपर है हम। वाओ, शिकागो के लेफ्ट साइड पे, मतलब कनाडा के ऊपर, पूरे कैलिफोर्निया के ऊपर, बिगर देन स्पेस नीडल इन सियाटल, पूरे वॉशिंगटन स्टेट के भी ऊपर। कैन यू बिलीव इट, राइट?
तो आता रहता है।
ओह वाओ। एंड दैट इज द गोल्डन गेट ब्रिज, आप देख सकते हो। अमेजिंग। एंड लेट्स सी दैट साइड। दैट साइड इज द ओशन, और इसको बे एरिया इसी कारण कहते हैं क्योंकि ये ओशन लेफ्ट राइट अप डाउन से सराउंडेड है। सो ब्यूटीफुल वर्किंग प्लेस, एंड ये बे ब्रिज, सो दिस गोज टू बर्कली, एंड Bay Bridge के पास here somewhere is Google Microsoft Office. आपका फेवरेट व्यू कौन सा है, मतलब ये वाला कि वाटर वाला?
अच्छा है, हर जगह से अच्छा है।
गोल्डन गेट ब्रिज वाला ये मेरा फेवरेट
मुझे
है।
सिटी बहुत पसंद है।
It's very important, दोस्तों, to come to US with the right network, and you can get the right network in just 1 minute with Mint Mobile, because it offers, first of all, unlimited plans, and you can start with just $15 per month. No matter wherever you go in the US, you'll have good network. Plus, you have ability to add international roaming,
Enticing, right?
calling to Canada and Mexico, and much more. Get started with 5G with Mint Mobile at mintmobile.com/sync. Today we have Darpan here, a Salesforce engineer, and today we will be talking about his journey, how much AI he uses, because by being in San Francisco, first of all, he got to meet Sam Altman. यहाँ पे इतनी सारी conferences होती है, कौन सी थी?
Dreamforce, yeah.
Dreamforce, and अभी Stripe sessions आ रही है, आप वहाँ भी जा रहे हो. Like you get all these tickets for free from Salesforce, right?
It's not actually free, but yeah, it's something that Stripe has given, and I did get a mail from them that you can attend one, and I just signed up for it, and that's how I.
Amazing. So let's start with the introduction. Can you please introduce, and what do you work for at Salesforce?
My name is Darpan, and I came to the US and did my master's in computer science from Northeastern University. I started working at Salesforce full time from June last year, and I work on Commerce Cloud, so we work on a lot of stuff related to commerce.
First of all, in Commerce Cloud, so how much of your work is actually in cloud engineering, AI, or development? Can you break down your work?
Yeah, so a lot of products that we build in my team itself is not really focused on AI, but we are actually focusing on how much we can, enhance our customers' ability, or how much we create, the ability of the customer to ship out something end to end in the least amount of time possible.
Oh, nice. So, आपका इसमें you build a lot, so you can ship in CRM. So, let's break down for Salesforce. So, Salesforce है क्या? CRM, customer relationship management. इसमें काफी competitors आते हैं, like HubSpot is there. I don't know what else.
Yeah, there are a lot of companies who are competing in this market, and CRM technologies is basically providing the tools and technologies that is required to help the businesses to generate more leads, to filter out leads, or to even provide support, or to manage their inventory and all sort of things. So imagine a big customer like PepsiCo, for an example, and they have so much inventory and they ship out to so many different stores, correct? You can find Pepsi cans in Walmart, Target, any local store. And how do they actually manage those inventory is what these CRM companies really help them.
Oh, nice. So, like, आपका customer B2C भी and B2B भी, right? Like, you help everyone, like, grow in their business and ship as fast as possible.
Correct.
Now, in terms of Salesforce, it is the best rated company in the world for work-life balance. Glassdoor, Indeed, हर जगह, it's the best. Can you share expectations versus reality? Is that actually true?
It really depends upon where you land up and how the folks that are in your org, but in general, it really translates well in terms of what these reviews are and who is giving these reviews, right? These are actual employees who have worked at Salesforce, and they really like the culture, and they end up giving positive reviews. And I feel the same as well, right? My manager has helped me set up for success. My teammates have helped me achieve a lot more than I could ever desire for. So it ensures that we have a good working culture, and it ensures that we have a good work-life balance as well.
Very nice. Then what is your favorite part of working at Salesforce?
So all in all, my favorite part of working at Salesforce is the engineers that I work with and the people that I work with. I can end up at any company, any team, and I can build out any products. But what helps me wake up in the morning and deliver is for my team, right? If I have a good relationship with my product manager or my manager or my teammates, I would attribute the success of my product or my ability to create those products with with the ability for the product to succeed. And if my manager and my teammates are succeeding building the product, it attributes to my success as well.
If you judge your success based on your customers' feedback, your manager's feedback, that is equivalent to your success as
Yep.
well. Very good way of measuring. हमेशा like you have to, हमेशा मैं भी यही दिखता हूँ कि every time you meet your manager, you have to ask them, am I meeting your expectations? You know, that's how you grow. Now, talking about your life at Salesforce, how much percentage is actually coding and how much is actually like, you know, meetings, building?
So when it comes to any software development job, I think most of the part goes in understanding the system that we already have. Most of the part goes in designing the problem that we are solving, and lot less goes in actually solving it. Because if you have a good plan ready, if you have a good document ready of how you want to build, the quicker you will build that particular product, right? If you don't have a plan, you can just start off building, and you can just spend days and if not weeks to build something that you might not end up with. So if you have a good plan, so what happens with me is I make sure that I understand the underlying system that people before me has built, understand what actually requires to build the system that I am trying to build, have a good documentation, get it reviewed from people, understand any any loopholes that I might have missed out on, any gaps that I need to fill. And once I have got a holistic feedback on it, I start my development process. And the development is not really the most difficult job, because they've already done the most difficult job of figuring out what you want to build.
So figuring out and, you know, assembling everything, requirements,
Correct.
and making sure that you're doing the right thing from product managers, and like that is more work. Once you have the exact clear vision,
Correct.
बाकी तो आसान ही होता है,
Correct,
बाकी
correct.
rest is easy.
Yeah.
Now, that was your Salesforce journey. Now, to everyone watching, हम बताना चाहते हैं that we both are from, you know, single parent. It's really difficult to, you know, take responsibilities of all the finances ताकि हमारे parents को बोझ ना लगे. Like,
Correct.
you know, we want to stand up on our own feet, on our own. तो आप बताना how you made it possible, like बिना ज़्यादा पैसे घर से लिए, like how you made it possible to Salesforce from India.
Correct. So once I decided that I have to go to the US, that decision was my decision, right? No one told me, my parents did not tell me that, okay, you have to go to the US, my cousins, my friends, no one told me, it was solely my decision. So I thought that if I have taken that decision, I should be responsible for managing everything. If I succeed with that decision or I fail, it's totally my call. And I made sure that I don't be a financial burden on my parents. And it's simply put, my mom could, by all means, however she has worked and how much ever she has worked, she did really well in raising us, giving us good formal education that we require. But if I want to come to the US, get a master's degree, it costs a lot, right?
Correct.
And that decision was solely my decision. I have to take up all the responsibility for it, and that's what I end up doing. I laid out a plan. I laid out all the finances. I tracked down each and every finances in minute detail. For example, what's the average cost of gas in the city that I would want to move? What's the AT&T or T-Mobile plan that I want to go in? What's the price for that? Electricity, Wi-Fi, rent, utilities, everything. And then I did my calculations on it.
And आपने make sure किया कि first of all you go with work experience so that you have some funding. And आपको लगता है your work experience at Yockit, you worked on the recommendation system at Yockit, and you worked for Times of India. Do you think that helped you? Like कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि इंडिया का experience US में transfer नहीं होता. Did it
Correct.
transfer? Like the skills?
I'm pretty sure it does, because even if you remove all the technological skills and if you only concentrate on the skills that you develop by working with people, that really translates well, right? Because in the end, no matter which country you go to, no matter what company you work with, and even if you don't work with any company, you end up having your own business, you still end up working with people. And once you understand and learn how to work with people, you can really be successful in any job role. But talking about technology, the work that I got to deliver at Yockit really helped me in, I would say, flexing. Flexing at my interviews over here in the
Amazing.
US, yeah.
So every experience matters, and वो आपकी profile build ही करता है, because current market, like
Correct.
when we have seen the recession 2023, आपने job भी recession में ली, like you know एक्सपीरियंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो अब इस रिसेशन के बाद, सबसे पहले ये बाद में बात करेंगे हाउ यू मेड इट टू सेल्सफोर्स, बट कैन यू शेयर कि अगर एक स्टूडेंट को लेट्स से आजकल काफ़ी फ्रेंड्स को 1 करोड़ 1.2 CR का ऑफर भी मिल रहा है इंडिया में. दे मेकिंग लाइक करोड्स इन इंडिया टू. लाइक 1 CR एट Atlassian is not common, not rare, I'll say.
Correct.
Yeah, 1 crore at Salesforce in India is not rare, I'll say. आपने देखा होगा इंडिया में भी देती है ना Salesforce 1 crore.
Correct.
देती है ना. तो like in that position, would you advise a student की masters करने आए? Like it's very tough question to answer sometimes.
Right, but once you take a decision of coming to the US, it should not really be about how much you'll earn. It should really be about if you have the skills, if you have the gaps in your skills that you want to first enhance, correct? And if you get a master's degree, it will help you get a job for sure, right? But then first lay out a plan. Why do you want to even come to the US? And it should just not be about money. It should be about a lot more things than money. And if you think that US still is, or any country for that matter, is a better place that you can go to, you should take that decision. And when it comes to the compensation part, yeah, a lot of companies have started paying a lot in India as well, but it's not really an apple to apple comparison, right? When I was coming to the US, a lot of people also fed into my mind that, oh, have you heard of purchasing power parity? Have you heard of this? Or your $100,000 job in the US is not
Like 22
actually,
lakh in India.
It's not actually 80 lakhs, it's just 22 lakhs. There's something called as PPP, learn about this, etc., etc. But if someone is earning like 1 crore in the US, 1 crore in India, and he gets after taxes, he gets about 60 lakhs in his bank account annually, and he ends up he says that, okay, no matter what my income is, I need to save 25% of it. He ends up saving 15 odd lakh rupees per annum.
Correct.
Fair. If the same person who is getting 1 crore salary in the US, he has the kind of number of years of experience, he has all these skills that if he comes to the US, he might end up in a job role which pays him about $200,000 annually.
ये जिसकी स्किल्स इंडिया में 1 करोड़ की है, वो 200 के यूएस में ले सकता
है इजीली. एंड अगर उसकी वैसी स्किल्स है तो आफ्टर टैक्सेस, लेट्स से यूएस में टैक्सेस अगेन सब लोग बोलते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो मैं 35% ही पकड़ूंगा. आई जस्ट स्लैश इट डाउन टू 50%. लेट्स से 200,000 जॉब के बाद उसको आफ्टर टैक्सेस एंड 401k वगैरह वगैरह सब हटा के उसका बचता है 100k. अब नाउ ही डिसाइड्स दैट आई वांट टू सेव 25% ऑफ इट. सेम जो इंडिया में सेव करना था. 25% ऑफ 100,000 is again $25,000.
Still better.
So now compare savings, not just everything, leave everything aside, just savings of $25,000 with 15 lakh savings in India, and those are both 25% of your salary. No matter what your salary is, we are saving 25% of it, and is $25,000 equivalent to 15 lakh rupees?
No, still more.
Just that's about it. And we are not even considering the factors like fresh air, fresh water, quality of living, the exposure that you get, the kind of people that you meet over here in the US, the growth that you have, the exposure, the kind of places that you go to, the people that you can get inspiration from. That's unmatchable. You can get everything in India as well, but yeah, it's slightly more.
Got it. Now that was a very, very intellectual answer. Now last question will be how you made it to Salesforce. आपने job crack in 2023 when everyone was facing recession, layoffs. How you made it and how you stayed strong at that time.
Right. So I had the mindset that I need to get an internship. First of all, I started applying when I was in India itself. I wanted to make sure that with my formal education in my master's curriculum, I also get some industry level knowledge, and I actually end up in an environment where I work for a company here in the US, so that I understand the work culture. Correct. I can get all the education that I want from my master's curriculum, but in the end it's about the real world experiences. Correct. So I made sure I'm applying, and I applied crazy. I think I applied for about 80, 85, 100 jobs per day. I made sure that I sit at some point. I think like everyone, right? For productivity, they create Notion sheets, they create Excel sheets. 1 or 2 days, I lost track of it itself, and I applied for computer vision roles, anything related to technology. I was like, I'm a bare engineer, right? I can transform my engineering skills into anything that or any opportunity that is given to me. So I made sure that I apply to all the related positions in computer science, and whatever exposure I'll get, I might end up some place or the other, right?
Correct.
Better than what I am in today. So I just applied crazy to every other place. Fortunately, I ended up getting offers from Salesforce, and I did. I joined
Internship.
an internship in I think 2022. Yes, 2022 May, and I made sure that I'm doing good. I'm performing well. I'm getting good critical feedback from my manager. I made sure he's giving me negative feedback so that I can improve on it, and made sure that I do everything that requires to get a full-time offer from them. Rest everything is not in my hands, right? My ability to perform good is just in my hands. I want to do that. Turns out a couple of months later, after my internship ended, I was given a full-time role at Salesforce, and I still did not, end up not applying anywhere else. I continued because the job market was such that offers were getting rescinded, people were getting laid off, and you don't know the future, right? Your company might tell you that, we are not in a position that we would want to lay off, but turns out 5 months, 6 months later, you don't know how the market turns out, and they might actually have to, because as a business they want to strive as well, and they are not wrong in doing that. They want to save their own businesses, and you don't know what comes next. And I did not stop. I kept on applying, and but back in my mind, I always I wanted to work with Salesforce because my experience as an intern was incredible. I got incredible help from my product managers, my managers, and the engineers in my team. So I knew back of the mind, no matter what job offer I get, if Salesforce offer stands till the end, I'm going back and I'll improve my skills more and I deliver more over there.
Wow. मुझे भी याद है. I was also in 2020. Like I got one offer from NCR. I didn't get to sign the letter till late December.
Correct.
And once I signed it, still continued to apply. मैंने apply बहुत किया, पर कुछ मिला ही नहीं इसके अलावा. Did you get anything else after Salesforce, or it was?
No, I ended up applying a lot. I interviewed with a lot of companies, and I did reach final rounds for a lot of good tech companies as well. But not a lot of good companies are doing well, right, in the market. They ended up doing hiring freeze at that time. I went to the team matching phase of big FANG giant companies, and that process was stopped over there. And I still, even now, I receive at least, I think, 5 LinkedIn messages from these FANG recruiters.
Oh wow!
Every month.
यहाँ poaching बहुत होती है.
Every month, but I don't kind of respond to them because now I'm comfortable and doing well in my role, and I really want to stay and work more.
Very nice. And like what? Yeah, I think pretty good. I think answers everything. चलेगा.
Yeah.
Awesome. So and like ये पूछ सकता हूँ उससे, like एक last question, time 1 minute और है आपके पास?
हाँ, sure.
And to grow in your career, what do you define a good bonus? Like what makes you stay? Because यहाँ poaching बहुत होती है, like you know, to like Google, Facebook, keep reaching out to us, OpenAI. So what is good thing in the valley that stops you from moving on? हर बार आपको reach out किया जाता है, poach किया जाता है. Is that the bonus, like good bonus? Is that the growth? What is it you look for to stay?
So, if I was an 18-year-old or 19-year-old today, I would say money. But right now in my life, I would really look for a good team. If my team is good, if I'm being paid well enough, and I'm happy, I'm improving every day, I'm not in a position where I'm cribbing or I don't feel low about the work I deliver, I would not want to switch.
And your best part of San Francisco?
The best part of San Francisco is really the views from the tower. You can just go to the top floor and literally see the entire city from here. And I was very fascinated when I came here. I saw a driverless Waymo car.
Yes, मैं बैठा. Amazing. And it goes on highway too soon.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
approved for going to highway.
I sat on the Waymo driverless car. It was pretty amazing because in India we could not imagine having those kind of vehicles on road, right? It was pretty crazy. So technology aspect of it is pretty good. The city is thriving back now again after COVID. So it's really great.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Darpan. It was very, very nice talking to you. Thank you for the opportunity.